what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to make a quick, easy, cute, adorable Valentine's treat that is great for kids, grandkids, whatever. It is super fun to do. And we're going to run by the post office, pick up some goodies, and just have a great time together. So join me, why don't you? If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new and you're back, you guys know how much I love and appreciate you. Hey, be sure to hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Love you guys, and we'll get on with the video. Good morning, everybody. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. It is windy. You can see my chimes blowing and you can hear the trees. You can't really see them that well moving, but there is definitely wind blowing around. But a beautiful morning here on the farm. Okay, so I showed you how absolutely beautiful it was outside, but let me go and show you. If you look down in the very end, as I showed you how beautiful it was outside in the wind and so forth, if you look straight ahead, there was a dirt road there. And I absolutely love my sweet little dirt road. There are many times I wish it was paved, and then there's so many times I'm happy that it's not. So, and honest to goodness, I think the good of it being a dirt road far outweighs the bad. But I thought I'd show you a little bit of the bad. I don't know how many of you guys live on a dirt road and can feel my pain. The couple of the bad things is people, if they fly, they kick up dust. And I don't care how tight your house is, dust is coming in. And so things get super dusty, super quick, super easy. And so that is one downfall. A lot of the good is there's not a lot of traffic. It is a cut through. People could use it as a cut through, and people do use it as a cut through. But it's not with it being dirt, a lot of people don't use it as a cut through. And if they paved it, then it would, and that would increase the traffic. And we are a farm. Tractors are going down here. We're pulling out with hay bales, and so just because there's not a lot of traffic makes it wonderful. And I feel comfortable my kids could run across the road, and of course they would need to learn to look, but Judah and Levi, which aren't my kids, they're my grandkids, but I feel safer with them on this dirt road because there's not a lot of traffic. People can walk up and down this road and feel safe. Now, if a car goes by them, they're going to get covered in dust, but it's still a good thing. So, but there is the worst thing about living on a dirt road, and let me show you what that is. That right there is the worst thing about living on a dirt road. Flat tires. So yeah, that's the bad thing about living on a dirt road is those lovely flat tires. So as you can see, I have a few treats left from the Bible study that I have here in my home. I'm going to carry those to Caroline. These are Caitlin's, and we'll carry them to Caroline's because they usually go and get a cup of coffee on Friday, so she can return that to her. This is a neat little thing. I'll have to ask her where she got it. But we are going to make a treat today, a Valentine's treat that you can make with kids. Now, I was originally going to have Judah and Levi to make these with me. But as you'll see later on in the video, Judah and Levi were not allowed to do that. And you'll see a little bit of that, or I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. So today, it's just me and you making this little Valentine's treat, and hopefully I can send it with Judah or Levi to school. So, all right, let's get started. So let's go ahead and make this treat. Let me tell you the things you're going to need. You're only going to need 3 items. You're going to need a bag of the squared pretzels, and I could only find it in the Snyder's, but it's the squared pretzels. They're called snacks. You're going to need candy melt disc. Let me show you. I actually wanted to pour some in a bowl. These, and let me tell you where you can find them. I did find these at our Walmart, but they're the round, flat, melting disc. I found these in, if you go over to the party section where you would find gift wrap, where you would find gift bags, keep going over a few aisles, and they have, like in their party section, they have a cake decorating section. And that is where you would find these, in the cake decorating, not in the baking in the groceries, but over in the party area. That's where I found ours. And then you're going to need some kind of festive M&Ms. These were Valentine's, so of course today is Valentine's, but you can do this for any celebration, and I'm going to show you how. And with a couple of them, and I have just a regular bag of M&Ms. You don't have to have both. If you're doing just all Valentine's, all you need is the Valentine's M&Ms. But if you're doing other holidays, I'm going to show you how using a regular bag of M&Ms. So the first thing I've done is I've got my oven preheating to 200. Actually, mine does not go that low. So mine is actually on 250. And we're just going to lay out a bunch of these pretzels on a cookie sheet that I have parchment paper on. And so I'm just going to lay these out in a row, making sure not to get any broken ones. I don't know how many we'll do, but since Judah and Levi aren't getting to do this with me, I'm hoping I can send this to at least to Levi's daycare. There's a broken one. We'll nibble on the broken ones. I hope I can send some to Levi's daycare and maybe to Judah's class. So I'm not sure how many I'll get done. I need to call Caroline to find out how many kids are in each class. Now, this was sent to me. Jessica's girlfriend, Isaac's girlfriend, Jessica, sent this to me. Isaac, for those of you who are new here, Isaac is my son, and Jessica is his girlfriend. And now you don't want them too terribly close because we're going to, I think I'm going to stop there. And she sent this to me. It was like a reel, a TikTok reel or something. And I thought, those are absolutely adorable. So let's make them. So now what I'm going to do, on each of these pretzels, I'm going to place one of these discs right in the center. I'm going to be sure they're centered. And so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, I'm going to do some over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm making sure they're in the center by kind of taking my fingers on both sides. There we go. I mean, it doesn't have to, you don't have to measure, but just eyeball and make sure it's pretty much centered. And once I get all this done, we are going to put this in my 250 oven for about 3 minutes. Just long enough for this chocolate disc to melt. Okay, we will be back in just a jiffy. Okay, they're going into the oven right now for about 3 minutes. What I began to worry about as I was doing this is that I have done so many that the disc may cool before I get them all fixed. So we'll just have to wait and see. And that may determine how many I do on any given platter. So, all right, we're going to try this. I'll bring you right back. It's going in the oven for about 3 minutes. All right, everyone, they're out of the oven, so let's get started on doing this. Now, you can do this so many different ways. So I thought we would do a white center. And let's do the light pink around the edges. You kind of have to be sure not to get your fingers in the... Oops, I used a dark one. So let's do 2 and 2. And then 1 and 1. Okay, that one doesn't really make sense, but that's okay. All right, and you really don't even have to put the white one in the center if you don't want to. You can just leave the edge. Let's do a red flower. Oh, let's do a pink center with a red flower. And we're going to do red all the way around. You can leave the, I'm not caring if I have the M in or out. It doesn't matter to me. You may have to manipulate them a little bit, but we're making sweet little flowers. Isn't that adorable? So let's alternate this one. Let's do a red center. Probably need to start with the center. All right, now let's put a white one in the center. Gonna push it down a little bit, and let's alternate pink and red and see how that looks. A light pink and red. And then we just let them sit up. And become sweet little Valentine flowers. Okay, so let's try making, let's do some blues and reds, and let's make a 4th of July one. Out of the normal, and we'll just see how that looks. I won't worry about putting, usually in those they don't have a white center, so we'll just let the white be the center, the disc. To make room for one more. So there we have a little 4th of July one. That didn't turn out so good. But anyway, let's do a St. Patrick's Day. That's the next holiday we have coming up. So let's do St. Patty's Day. I don't know where you would get white ones, so you would just have to leave the white center open. There we go. There you have one for St. Patrick's Day. But we're going to keep going on with the Valentines. And I'm just going to do a random one. However, I come to the M&Ms. I'm just going to put them on here however I come to them. There we go. Aren't they adorable? Let's get this one back up there. If they start sliding off, you have to kind of push them back. Let's do another red center. And let's do all light pink around the edges. All light pink. There we go. Okay, I'm going to keep making these. We're going to let them set up, and I'll bring you back and show you our beautiful Valentine's flowers. All right, well, here is my attempt. I want to make sure my mic's on. Here is my attempt at the flowers. They are so cute. They sat up perfectly. Here is one that's got the red center, and it's the dark pink all the way around. Beautiful. Absolutely adorable. Let me share with you a little tip that by the time I got done with them, it's, sorry, I know that was loud. But to set your outside M&Ms at a kind of at an angle where it's more cupped upwards. I did so on this one, and I think this is the cutest one I did. So they are adorable. Now, I did some for a few other, just one for each other holiday, and let me grab those and I'll show them to you. All right, so we've got St. Patrick's Day. We did 4th of July. We did just fall in general, and you could alternate that and do a yellow center and an orange. I was going to do that, and I forgot. But anyway, fall. I did a Halloween colored one, or it could be for Halloween, I guess. And, of course, we have Christmas. And so these are absolutely adorable, and kids are going to love them. What I had thought about doing was making a pan of brownies and just laying these on top, but I don't know. I don't know if Caroline can use these for daycare or whatever, but that was what I thought, just making a square brownie and just setting this on top. If you made it on top of the brownies, the white chocolate oozes out of the pretzel and it would stick to the top of the brownie. But there's just a cute Valentine's idea, and I think my little platter is absolutely adorable, and this was a great idea. So I think Jessica sent this to me. I don't know if it was a TikTok or if it was an Instagram reel or whatever, Facebook reel. I don't know what it was, but I'm super thankful that she sent it to me, and whoever created it out there, I'm super thankful. This was such a cute idea. It was fun. And like I said, my only little tip is to kind of put the outside, center your center one, and then put the outside one slightly at an angle where it's more cupped upwards. Because like I said, I think this is the most adorable one I did, and that's what I did on that one. So this was fun. All right, so now we're going to go, I'm going to show you, go back to yesterday. I'm going to show you where I went to the post office. I'm also going to talk about going over to Caroline's and letting Judah and Levi see a coloring book, but you'll hear about that in a little bit. You'll get to see the coloring book, but we'll have them color on it on a different video. But I'll explain more of that later. But first, let's head to the post office, and then we're going to open up and show you some of the sweet things you guys have sent me. So, all right, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'll come back and say goodbye in just a little bit.
All right, guys, we've been to the post office, and let me show you the love that you guys show the farming pastor's wife. Woo-hoo! It's like she's hit the jackpot.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. So we're going to head home, go through some of these cards, and see what's going on.
Okay, so I wanted to go by the post office because if you remember back a while, there was a package I was looking for, and I actually thought it came, and it ended up being something totally different, and I let it sit there because I thought it was those coloring books that were supposed to be sent to me. And so I thought I'd go by today. I heard that an email came and said the coloring books were there and for me to go check them out. So I did, and my goodness, I had so many packages. So I thought, let's just open them up. This is from Lisa Siegler. Lisa Siegler from Kingsport, Tennessee. Been there. And let's see what Lisa has sent me. Some church cookbooks. Island Road, FWB Church. Oh, happy times with home cooking. And a 4-H cookbook. I'm going to have a ball going through these cookbooks. Yay! Lisa, thank you. You know how much I love cookbooks. These are like a novel to me. I could just sit down and read a cookbook just like so many people could. So she says she's found these cookbooks and she loves my show and that I love Jesus. Thought you might be interested in looking over them, especially for church gatherings. They may give you some good ideas for quick and easy. That is so true, because the recipe I did on yesterday's video came out of a cookbook that I had never used before. I've tried many of your recipes. They're a great hit. Chicken and rice and a couple of cakes. Frequently, I need to find a good carry-in for church. Wonderful. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because, you know, sometimes letters are, you know, there's private stuff. I didn't see anything in there, but I try not to read the letters. But Lisa, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. This. I don't see who it's from, but let's just go on in. Got my kitchen shears. I know that's bad, but that's okay. We'll sharpen them. It's not going to hurt them. I never can find, oh, here we'll see. From Karen Cook. Let's see what we got. Oh, Karen, I love them. It is taper candles. You know, I got those candle holders at that antique store. Oh my goodness, y'all have got to see these. These are beautiful. Karen, thank you. Y'all are, I'm telling you, if you are not a part of the Farming Pastor's Wife family, YouTube subscribers, you guys are the absolute best ever. Look at these. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? Those are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Karen, thank you so much. Y'all watch my videos and y'all take such note of every detail. And it means so much. This is from C. Holly. There's my scissors. Bryant has gone to a meeting, and we're going to fix to go over to Caroline's and film the boys seeing these coloring books. Now, I'm going to show you the coloring book in just a minute. And, well, didn't get it opened. Oh. Looks like some... Okay, here we go. You guys know the other day I met Coach K, the head coach for Duke for many, many, many years. He has since retired, but he's still like the king of coaches in my book. Family rules. Always tell the truth. Pray. Be kind. Family first. Laugh. Love. Respect each other. Say I'm sorry. Do your best. Listen. Keep your promises. Serve the Lord. And cheer for Duke. There you go. That is so true. Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. And look, I even got Duke socks. I got a Duke toboggan while I was there. We met, oh my goodness, I met Ken Jung that day, and I am a huge Duke fan, have been all my life. I remember when I was a teenager in this very house, Now, this house didn't look like that then, but it was in this very house. I would get up on my feet and I would be sitting on the couch with my feet, and all of a sudden I would stand up and I would jump down. I was crazy. But I was crazy about Duke. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. My son-in-law and my son are traitors, but the rest of us stay true. Oh, Carla, thank you so much. And you're from North Carolina, so you know the rivalry between Carolina and Duke. So thank you so much. Oh, look, you let me know next time your husband comes through Asheboro. Oh my goodness, that is great. I love it. So if y'all haven't seen the video that she got the idea of this on, we went to Duke's 100th year celebration, and a young man in our church is the only child heart transplant and thymus combination transplant. And Duke did it, and he was kind of like the star of the show, and we got to go, and we were treated much like VIPs there. It was wonderful. It was such an awesome experience. Carla, thank you so much. These are now going to become my favorite socks. Okay, so this one, I haven't opened it yet, but look what they did. Let's see if it tells me. Susan Bell, look what she did. She let the post office know. Every post office this went through, they know to check out the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Susan, what a great idea. My husband spotted this as soon as we picked it up. He goes, that is great. He says, that is awesome. I don't always open my goodies online, so if you've sent me something and I haven't opened it online, it's not that I always do that. I love it. Susan, this is hilarious. Okay. All right. So those of you who don't know, my husband and I have a chicken farm, and commercial chicken farm. And so you go in, and my husband doesn't have hair, so he doesn't have to worry about it. But I go in, and I don't want that chicken smell stuck in my hair. And so I always wear a shower cap. And sometimes I'm hunting for my shower cap, and I have to go to Walmart and go buy extra shower caps. But hey, hang on. Isn't it great? It is a chicken shower cap. I am set. I now have my chicken house shower cap. I love it. Absolutely love it. I probably am not going to want to take it to the chicken house because I love it so much. Oh, this is so funny. Susan, that is hilarious. Thank you so much. Let's see. Was there a note in there I didn't? Yes. Let's see here. I saw the shower cap and thought of you. It made me smile, so I hope it does you too. And as you can see, it has made me smile for sure. Thank you for all the content you and Pastor Bryant include in your videos. It really means a lot to me. My 4-year-old granddaughter, Sabrina, enjoys watching your channel. Well, hello, Sabrina. Thank you so much for watching, and I absolutely adore my little chickie shower cap, and I'm sure you will see that in upcoming videos. Okay, I have one more package before we get to the coloring book. Let's see if this says who it's from. No, not on the envelope anyway. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was super worried here. Okay. This is the coloring book. But I had already opened one, and I was super disappointed because I had asked them to send me 2 of them. And I was like, I only got 1. And, but obviously they sent them in separate packages. So let me share with you this coloring book. And I'll also share with you the link down below. Now, if you have children that love big, heavy equipment or maybe farm equipment or whatnot, and they want to learn the names of all of them and yet have fun coloring at the same time. That is what this Discover and Color Heavy Equipment Coloring Book does. So I am just now getting to get familiarized with this just like you guys are. I know they have sent me a link down below, so I will share that link in case you have children that you want to get this for. Listen, I am sick to death of my grandchildren asking for my phone, asking for their tablet, asking for their Nintendo Switch. I am and totally life passing them by, outside passing them by, and their faces are stuck in some kind of device. So I definitely am excited about this. And we're going to go over there in just a minute, and we're going to take these over there to them and see how they like them. But look, it teaches you about the equipment. Like right here, we have a loader in a mine, and it tells you a little bit about it. There's also a QR code that they can kind of scan and find out more information about it. But did you know modern loaders have specialized noise dampening designs to reduce the amount of noise they generate? I didn't know that. So that's a cool thing. And it is pretty advanced, probably more advanced than what my kids are as far as the coloring goes. It's pretty, especially Levi. Now, Judah could probably do this quite well, but Levi is not quite that intricate yet. He's only 3, but he will still love looking at these large equipments. Okay, and we have a farm. So Judah wants to know all about farm equipment. So here is a baler in the hay. He knows about the hay baler because he's rode with his papa baling hay. And it says, did you know early versions were stationary machines that required manual feeding of hay, while today's balers are complex, streamlined equipment. So, I mean, this is informative for us as adults. And see, this is a little bit more loosely colored. This would be easier for Levi to color. This would be more his speed. So, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for everybody who sent me something. I'm blown away by the kindness of our viewers. Several of you have sent cards to Daniel, and they are actually laying right up here on my bar. He'll get those in the morning when he shows up for work. And thank you. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being our family. You guys are extended family, even though I don't know you by face. And some of you, I know you by names, by your comments and so forth. Just you watching, I know you're there. And I appreciate you guys more than you could ever imagine. So, that being said, let's go run over to Caroline and Jamie's house. I bought them each a set of crayons, and they each have a coloring book. So let's go over there and see what they think about this. Well, you guys can see I'm not at Caroline's. As it happened, the boys got in trouble last night, and Caroline says, Mama, I don't even want them to have a coloring book. I mean, I think what they did was, it was pretty bad. So, she said, Mom, I'm just not, we're just not going to give them a coloring book either. And I mean, they pretty much were in trouble after supper till bedtime. So, I think they were in the bathtub, and they completely, emptied the bathtub onto the floor of water, and then proceeded to tell their mother no when she told them to clean it up. And so needless to say, they did clean it up, and then they ended up in trouble. So, all right. So we will try the coloring books another time, but it won't be on today's video. So, I'll share them again. I'll share the beginning again, just like I did in this video. And I'll still leave the link down in this video. But we will try again on another video for the coloring books. Anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to end this video, but we'll end it some way. But I loved all my gifts from the post office. It was wonderful. And So yeah, so I'll come back and say bye in just a little bit when we end this video. I may video something else. All right, everybody. Now, let's just run over to the farm real quick and see what Bryant's been up to today, and then I'll come back and say goodbye.
All right, everybody, as you know, we cleaned 2 houses out to the ground this week, and part of the process of cleaning out, you got to put shavings back in. It takes 2 tractor trailer loads of shavings. My first load's got here. I want to show you what it looks like, how it works. It's a square body truck like that. That tarp comes off. They put them in the top. And here it is, that floor in that trailer moves. It actually, it's called a walking bottom trailer. And very slowly that floor moves backwards. And as it moves backwards, it just pushes those shavings out. It's just amazing how that works. It's just a very simple, slow process. And very little bit of time using hydraulic pressure and a hydraulic pump. It's got a floor in there that just walks back and forth. It just moves, and as it moves, it just slowly pushes those shavings out. So it's kind of a unique thing to see if you've never seen it before. I think it's one of the coolest things that I get to see. It's just amazing how that works. And so they'll pile these shavings up. We'll put them in a spreader, and I'll show you tomorrow as we begin to put these shavings in the house. So that's kind of a cool process. All right, we're almost to the end. This is load number 1. It's hard for you to tell. That's about 9 feet tall. The last little dab is coming out of the trailer right here very slowly. He'll pull up right here and it'll slowly walk the rest of that out right there. And that, my friends, is how it happens.
Well, everyone, you've seen the sweet little Valentine goodies that we made, little treats. Caroline is trying to decide if she's going to send them to daycare, to school, or just carry them with her to work. I think they're having a work party. Also, you saw the goodies I got at the post office. Thank you guys so very much. Several of you sent Daniel some grief and sympathy cards, and we are truly grateful for that as well. The thing you didn't get to see was Judah and Levi coloring in their new coloring books. But that will happen just as soon as they get off of restriction. Yeah. So anyway, as soon as they get off restriction, then we will let you see them having a ball with those cool and educational coloring books. So be sure to check down below. I will share the link down below for it. And then we'll go over this coloring book thing again when they are able to use it. And I'll share the link again in that video. So be sure to go down to the link, tell them the Farm and Pastor's Wife sent you if you're interested in it. I am in the process of, Bryant and I are fixing to host our marriage retreat, and I'm getting things together and getting my mind wrapped around that. And I'm fixing to fix me a bacon and mayonnaise sandwich on toast. I'm hungry. So I'm going to say goodbye. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.